Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between. If you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. This morning is another episode of Coffee with Kim, so good morning. Grab a cup of coffee or whatever you use to start your day, and let's chat a little bit. So, I need to explain to you why it's better for me to shop online and have things delivered. It's a simple concept, and I should stick to it. So I order online, have things delivered to me, and I don't go to the stores. It's much better that way. Yesterday, early morning, I ordered at Michael's, and let me show you what I ordered. Seriously, this is it. I ordered 3 packages of little Velcro tabs, okay, for a project I'm working on. That's it. It was $4, but I had coupons and discounts and this and that, so it actually ended up costing me nothing. All I had to do was go pick it up because it was free to store delivery, or if I spent $49 or more, it would have been free delivery. Keep that in mind. If I spent $49 or more, it would have been free delivery. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just take a drive. It's a nice day. I'll go to Michael's and I will pick up my order. And then I walked in the door and I saw a sign that said, Christmas stuff 80% off. Well, I understand Christmas is over for this season, but it's coming back. We know it's coming back, right? So I followed that little sign, and this happened. Okay, so bear with me. Now, I'm working on flameless candles for my Etsy store. So these were on clearance for $1. I got 10 of them. Pretty cool, right? Okay. So we got 10 of those. And then these, they're originally, sorry, I got a hair on my nose. They were originally $5 US. 80% off. The sign said they were like $1.25. Well, I'm not going to show them all to you because I just grabbed them all that were there. So, I don't know, it's about 12 or 13 of those. And then there were these, which are decorative filler, right? Very cool. I'll show you what I did with them. I made another candle. Pretty cool, right? Doesn't have to be for Christmas. This could be an anniversary, this could be a birthday, this could be a wedding, right? So I got those, and then they also, I got about 6 or 8 of those. And then they had these, which I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the gold ones. Same idea, decorative filler, wedding, birthday, anniversary, you name it. So there's that. So in this box, probably cost me the total $25, $30. So I'm going to write that down. Mind you, shipping would have been free after $49. So we're at, okay. So I'll get rid of I'll put this back. Mind you, I do have uses for these. Maybe not immediate, but I do have uses for it. Okay, so then I went over to the little cart where you pick up your online order. And it was in this cute little bag, all folded up. This little teeny tiny, it was this big. Put that in the cart. And I turned around and I was like, well, you know what? I am trying to make those mugs with my Cricut. So let me go see how much those special mugs are. Which, by the way, I'm looking elsewhere. They're a little pricey. So anyway, to go to that aisle, I had to go buy another clearance section. Okay. So there we have it. So, but, I mean, these are normally like $13, and I got it for $4.99. And with all of the stuff that I'm making to put in my Etsy store, I'm going to need all these cool colors. Full disclosure, I don't know what I'm going to do with this pattern, but it reminded me of a mermaid, so I grabbed it. And purple's my favorite color, so I grabbed it. This was shiny and pretty, so I grabbed it. Anyway, so all said and done, my $4 order, which was actually free, I spent about $70. Not finished, sorry. These infusible ink for them. So, all in all, it was a fun trip to Michael's, but was it? And think about it, I am going to use all of this stuff. And it's good to have on hand in case I get orders for my Etsy store, which I will link below. And so I have it, right? Okay, so then, now I'm going to head home. Well, to go home, I have to go past Lowe's. And Lowe's just happens to have a household plant section. And again, I swear I heard it calling to me, help me. So I did put up a short video about my trip. So I went in and there were plants, pretty plants. I mean, they had a nice section where they have really pretty plants, and they were very well taken care of. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna strike out today, which is good news for the plants. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I've been up since 2:30, but anyway, so I'm looking around the plants and I'm like, no clearance. And then I saw it. Clearance sign, it was one rack. It said these 3 shelves only. So of course I wander over there because that's where I know I heard it calling my name, right? So I'm looking through, and the problem is they had some plants that were in need of help, but they were in nice pots. So instead of marking them down where the plant should have been, you're still paying for the pot, because a lot of people might, which I hate to think of, but a lot of people might take the plant out, resell or repurpose the pot, knowing that it's still worth a good amount. So my problem with that was that I didn't need any more flower pots. I just wanted to rescue plants. So I was poking around a little bit, and then I saw it. Now this little guy was sitting way in the back with a few, if you could see how past that is. I clipped off a couple black stems. Oop, I'll get that later. So it was looking a little worse for the wear. Nice little sealed terracotta plant. And the reason I stress sealed is because those of you that know me well know I can't touch terracotta. It's one of those things. It's one of those feelings. I can't. Yeah, I hate it. But anyway, so this one's okay. It's sealed. So I noticed, it was in need. It was, way past its prime. Well, not way, but, and it wasn't, but it was on the clearance rack, but it had the sticker on it and it didn't have the line through it. Now, those of you that are familiar with Lowe's, and when they discount plants, they take it and they do a red or a black Sharpie through the price tag, and then the price itself, and then when they scan it, it's marked down for however much. So this one was not marked down. And so I grabbed him and I said, well, let's just see. It was a slow day. There was nobody in there. It was Super Bowl Sunday. Anybody that's going to be in Lowe's was watching football. Just saying. So I took this little guy up to the customer service, and lucky for me, there were two people there that both love plants. And I said, this guy was tucked on the clearance rack, but there's not a mark through here. And they said, well, let's just see. And they scanned it and it came up full price. And the guy's like, yeah, but I don't think you should have to pay full price for this. So they marked it down to 50% for me. So I ended up paying $6.50 for this beautiful plant. And it is an anthurium. So it needs medium light, water when the top inch of the soil is dry. Keep it above 50 degrees. Well, it'll be in-house, so that's fine. And fertilize every 6 months. So it's got a medium growth rate. So I have a new baby for my collection. Isn't he pretty? And somebody did already comment that it was good for air purification. So who needs to buy an air purifier when I have an anthurium here in my house and all my other plants? So now I can't really see out my window because I have all of my plants there. But I like it like that. So there was my Sunday. We did watch the Super Bowl. Was what it was. I went to bed at, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 9:30, so I didn't see the end. Apparently it was a good game at the end. But I didn't get to see if Taylor Swift got proposed to. I didn't get to see, and there's not a big uproar that I've seen on any of my, feeds or updates, so I'm guessing not. But yeah, I had fun. I sat, Mr. Fortunate had over one of his buddies, so they were chatting, and I was sitting at the table crocheting. So I started, and I don't even know what I'm making. There was this really nice yarn that I have. And I just didn't want to sit idle and watch football. So I just grabbed it and just started a stitch. Which reminds me, let me do this stitch for you and tell me if you recognize it. Let me just grab any yarn. Grab this one here. And you tell me if you recognize. Of course I grab yarn that's stuck. Gotta be stuck. Anyway, so here is, I think it's a herringbone, I think, but I'm not positive. So I'm gonna do a little bit. I'll chain 1, 2, 3. Let me get one that's not stuck. How's that? All right, we'll just grab this one. So I'll chain a little bit and then I'll show you the stitch that I did, because I'm wondering if I did a variation or if I'm just one that I've already learned. So it's just a chain. It worked with any number, so because I think I did a chain of 100. So 1, 2, I'll do 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so then what I did was I did a single crochet in the second one from the hook. I drew up a loop. Then I went into the next one, drew up a loop, and here's where I did a little different. I yarned over and went through the first 2, yarned over and went through the next 2. Is that a herringbone? Because I know I did the double crochet herringbone, which was similar, but is this a herringbone? So we'll try it again. You ready? So you go back into the same stitch you just did, draw up a loop, go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through. I don't know. It really comes out pretty. Let me see if I can turn my hand so you can see this better. So, I don't think I can do it backwards, but here we are. So I've got this, so I go into the stitch I just finished, draw up a loop, okay? Go into the next stitch and draw up a loop. So I've got 3 on my hook. I yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So it's almost like, and you can see, I'm going to do a couple more so you can see how pretty it comes out. I want to say it's one I've already learned, but I can't think of the name. So if you guys can help me out with the name, I would really appreciate it. But here is how it's starting to look. You see how pretty that is? It's really a pretty stitch. It's almost like an extended single herringbone, maybe? Is that a thing? Again, here's how it looks looking at you, okay? So you're not going to yarn over or anything. You're simply going to go into the stitch that you're already working, draw up a loop, and then you're going to go right back into the next stitch and draw up a loop. So you have 3, and there you go. And I just did it till the end. It worked up really good. It was a good stitch to do while you have company, because I could pay attention to my company as well as, you know, I could pay attention to what they were talking about and share in the conversation while I was actually also getting something done. So, and I'm not sure what I'm making with the project I started. It's actually in the other room. That's why I'm not showing it to you, and I apologize. I didn't think ahead of time that I was going to show this to you. So, yeah, so it's really coming out pretty. Got a little pull right there, but this is the other side of it. So the yarn is really super, super soft, and I'm thinking, depending on how much of it I have, I think I'm working on the last skein that I have. I'm looking to see if I have any more of it on here, which I don't think I do. So maybe I'll just make myself a nice scarf or something with it. It's super pretty, super soft. But anyway, yeah, let me know if you know that. My guess, it is an extended single herringbone, because that's what I think I want to call it. I have the double crochet herringbone that I just did. I don't know, it doesn't look the same. Well, obviously it wouldn't look the same because it's double crochet, but so one more time, same stitch, draw up a loop, next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then at the end I'll just do till the end, and then we'll yarn over, not yarn over, pull through, pull through. Now at the last loop, all I did was just one single crochet at the very end, chain 1 and turn my work, and then just start it over. So it's really a nice thick stitch. So see how it looks here. Can you see? There we go. That's better. Now you can see how it looks. It's really a pretty stitch, and I like it. So I don't know. Maybe I shall continue to do something else with it. But it's a pretty stitch, and that's what I did while the Super Bowl was on. So all right. Let's see. I have all my tags to my Etsy store, which, by the way, is updated with some more items in it. So every day I'm trying to add a little bit more, trying to put up better pictures. A lot of the stuff that I have, I feel bad because I can't get great pictures and do them justice on there. So they are beautiful items. I've had people that were over last night saw the items and they were like, oh my goodness, they're beautiful. So they are pretty. There are links below. There's also a link to the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. So if you are so inclined to buy me a cup of coffee, I would love it. That would be wonderful. And please, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Hit the notification button so you know when I put up other videos. Also remember, I go live on Saturday and Sunday with Coffee with Kim. And I do have giveaways on that, on those live Coffee with Kim. Those are fun. And yeah, so I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. Share my content, and make sure to be creative. You have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.